Hello GMC family, my name is Cynthia. In this video, I am going to be teaching you guys how to calculate ovulation day, fertile window, and safe days using the calendar method. However, this is not 100% effective because there are some people that say they don't even know when they ovulate even after using the calendar method, especially with those with short menstrual cycle length. So I think some of them even ovulate during their menstruation. So for those with short um, cycle length, it's going to be very difficult for them to actually know when they ovulate. But in this video, we're going to be using the calendar method to calculate ovulation days, safe days, and fertile window. Now, before we go straight to how to calculate ovulation day, fertile window, and safe days, let's talk briefly on what is ovulation. Ovulation is the release of egg from the ovaries. Already, we know that. But do we know the factors responsible for all of those things? It is the brain, by the hypothalamus, which is located in the brain, and also which stimulates the pituitary gland to release the follicle stimulating hormone and the luteinizing hormone. Yes, the brain is responsible for almost all the activities in the body. So let's not go deeply into ovulation. Let's just go directly to how to calculate ovulation day, safe days, and fertile window. If you are watching this video, please do not hesitate to click on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out when I drop videos. And to my returning subscribers, this is Cynthia saying thank you very much for sticking to my channel. If you are watching this video, do not hesitate to like, share, and comment. Tell me how you feel about this video. So we are going to head straight to our today's topic.
JMC Consult.
Welcome back. So we are going to be using the 31-day calendar month. Let's assume we are using the month of October, which has 31 days. But however, even if it's 30 days, even if it's 28 days, you can still track your ovulation day using this method. So I'm just going to write the heading on the board. So I'm going to write the month. I'm going to be using the 28 days cycle, which is an average menstrual cycle of a person. However, menstrual cycle ranges from 21 days to 35 days. So 21 days to 35 days. If you have not watched my video on how to calculate menstrual cycle length, please do well to click on my previous video on how to calculate menstrual cycle length. Let's assume we are using TED as an example. This is the first day of the person's menstruation. Let's assume we are using 28 days calendar and the period began on the 3rd of October. So if we are starting from on the 3rd of October, this one I wrote here is the first day of the person's menstruation. Let's assume the menstruation started on the 3rd and then ends on the 30th, which is 28 days cycle. So we are calculating for 28 days cycle. Scientists have proven that a person's ovulation day is 14th day of that person's menstrual cycle. So we are using 28 days. So 28 minus 14 equals to 14. So which means the 14th day of the person's menstrual cycle is our ovulation day. So if your cycle is 30, obviously it will not be the same day. Minus 14 from 28, which gives us 14. 14th day is the ovulation day. Now we're going to look for the 14th day in this cycle. Now the 14th day of this cycle is on the 16th of October. So that is why we wrote 1, 2, 3, just to be able to number it and know where we are. This is the 14th day of the person's menstrual cycle length. So now using this 14th day, we are going to add 2 days after the person's ovulation day. So which means will now add 15th and 16th. Let's say we already have 14, which is the ovulation day. And then 2 days after, we are adding 2 days after to the ovulation day, which is 15, 16. And then 2 days before the ovulation date, we are adding 13, and 12. So, which means a person is predicted to ovulate around these days, which means a person can ovulate on the 12th, a person can ovulate on the 13th, on the 14th, which is the main ovulation day, and then 15, and then 16. So, this is predicted to be the person's fertile window. Now, in order to calculate the full fertile window length, we are adding 5 more days to the 2 days before ovulation day. Now, we stopped at 12, right? Now we're adding 5 more days to these days, which means we'll add 11, we'll add 10, we'll add 9, we'll add 8, and we'll add 7. Now let's write it out. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So which means we are adding 7 days to the main ovulation day and 2 days after to the ovulation day. I don't know if we are understanding what I'm explaining so far. Let me recap what I have said. Now, I said we are using a 28-day cycle length to calculate our ovulation day, fertile window, and safe days. Using the 28 days menstrual cycle length, scientists have proven that 14th day of a person's menstrual cycle length is the person's ovulation day. Now, we calculated and said 28 minus 14, which gave us 14. Now, 14, we now added 2 days after. Look at the 14th day here. We now added 2 days after the ovulation day, which is on the 15th day and 16th day. That's plus 2. Plus, we now added 2 extra days before the ovulation day. That's plus 2. And then 5 more days to the 2 days before the ovulation day. Okay, let me make it simple. Now, we added 7 days to the ovulation day and 2 days after to the ovulation day, if that makes more sense. Now, 2 plus 2 plus 5 extra days just to cover our fertile window length for us to know when we are expected to ovulate and get pregnant. Let me circle it so we understand what I'm saying. So this is our so this is our full fertile window length. So we are expected to ovulate around these days. If you are trying to avoid pregnancy, do not have sexual intercourse around these days because it's predicted that a person might ovulate around this place. So ovulation day is not specifically on the 14th. It's not specifically a particular day. Sometimes you predict it to be 14th day of your cycle, and it might even come earlier than that or later than that. That is why we calculated this full fertile window length to be able to cover, to know that okay, it is predicted that this particular date is when ovulation might occur. This is when a person might actually get pregnant. I am saying that if you are having 28 days regular cycle, this could actually work for you. However, it is not 100% effective. Yes, for those of us trying to get pregnant, I'm going to do a video on how to use an ovulation testing kit to actually know the main day. That one is 99.9% effective to know your main ovulation day. So I will show us how to do that one in another video for those of us trying to get pregnant. But for those of us trying to avoid pregnancy, we can still buy it and then know when we are ovulating and know when to avoid sexual intercourse and also know when not to avoid it. So moving on, I don't know if we understand the way I explained this part to us. How do you calculate your safe days? Your safe days covers around any area outside of this full fertile window length is your safe days. Anywhere around on the 17th day, 18, 19. So anywhere around here would be your safe day or anywhere before your ovulation day. However, it is more risky to have sexual intercourse before your ovulation day because scientists have proven that sperm lasts up to 7 days in a woman's body. So, assuming you have sex around this day, you may likely get pregnant because if you ovulate anywhere around here, you could get pregnant. So, it is safer to even have sex after your ovulation. like not a day after your ovulation, but at least giving 2 days after your ovulation, because ovulation occurs for just one day. Yes, for just up to 12 to 32 hours. That is when ovulation occurs. Some school of thought will say 24 hours, but ideally, ovulation is just one day. This is a bonus for just calculating ovulation day for another cycle length. So we are going to be using another cycle length as an illustration. Let's assume we are calculating for um let's assume we are calculating for 26-day cycle. Let's use 26-day cycle as an example. Now, if you are calculating for 26-day cycle length, 26 minus 14. I hope we understand how we got 14. 26 minus 14, we have 12, which means the 12th day of the person's menstrual cycle length is our ovulation day. Now, let's assume the person's menstruation starts on the 3rd. We are using 3rd as an illustration. It can begin at any day. So let's use October 3rd as an example. So we started here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 4, 25, 26. Now we're using 26-day cycle length. Now, if the person's menstrual cycle is 26 and the menstruation starts on the 3rd, so if we minus 26 from 14, we have 12, which means on the 12th day is the person's ovulation day. Where is the 12th day? The 12th day is on the, let me write it well. The 12th day is on the 14th of October. So the 12th day of the person's cycle length is our ovulation day, because we have minus 26 from 14 to get 12. Now the 12th day is the person's ovulation day. Now, we said that if we are calculating for the person's fertile window, we'll add two days after the ovulation day, which is plus 2, and 2 days before the ovulation day, which is plus 2, and then we add extra 5 plus 5. I hope we understand how we got 5. We are calculating the full fertile window length. So to calculate that, you add extra 5 to it. So the 2 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means on the 7th of October to the 14th of October to the 16th of October is the person's fertile window length. The 5th day of the person's cycle length to the 14th day of the person's cycle length is expected to be the full fertile window length. I hope we understand the explanation. Let's calculate for 25-day cycle. 25 minus 14 will have 11. We'll have 11. Let's assume we are calculating for 25 menstrual cycle. So if the cycle length is 25 and then we minus 14 from the cycle length, we'll have 11. Now, on the 11th day of the person's cycle is expected to be the ovulation day, or is predicted to be the ovulation day. Now, where is the 11th day? The 11th day is this, on which is on the 13th of October, because the menstruation started on the 3rd of October. So the 11th day is on the 13th of October. So this is the ovulation day for 25-day cycle length. This is the 11th day. The 11th day. Now we'll add 2 more days. Let's erase this one. This is the one we calculated earlier for. Now we'll add 2 more days after the ovulation, which is the day 12 and day 13. And then we'll add 2 more days before the ovulation day, which is day 9 and day 10. Then to calculate the full fertile window length, I hope you understand how to do that. We just add 5 extra days before this 2 days. We just add 5 extra days. That's it. So we'll add 5 days, which is starting from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is on the 6th of October, which is the 4th day. We'll add 5 to this, which is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So which is the 4th day. Now which is the fourth day to day 13, is the full fertile window length for this menstrual cycle length. Now, if your cycle is, let's assume, which day we have not calculated for, let's calculate for 30. If your cycle is 30, I will erase this and then just, if your cycle is 30 minus 14, we have 16. So 30 minus 14 is 16. Let's assume the cycle length is 30. That's the one we calculated for 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Now, the 16th day will be the person's ovulation day. Where is the 16th day here? Which is here. This is the 16th day, which is on the 18th of October, is the person's ovulation day. Now, the 16th day, let's write 16. If we add 2 more days to it, plus 2, which is 17 and 18, and then 2 days before, which is 14th day and the 15th day. And the full fertile window length, you add extra 5 days, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, to make it very simple, is add 7 days to the ovulation day and 2 days after. I think it's simpler that way. Now, let's use that method to calculate for 32 days cycle length. Remember, we said it ranges from 21 to 35 days. Now, let's calculate for 32 days cycle length. We have 32 minus 14, 18. The 18th day is predicted to be the person's ovulation day. Now, where is the 18th day here? This is the 18th day. The 18th day of the person's cycle, because we calculated that 32 minus 14, we have 18. Now, where is the 18th day here? The 18th day is this, which is the 20th of October. It's not 14 because 14 is for 28 days cycle. Your length is longer, so your own is 18th day. That is how you calculate. You minus 14 from any cycle length you have, even if it's 21 day, minus 14, and then whatever you get, that is your ovulation day. Now, 18, we have 18 here. Let's add 2 days after ovulation. This is the ovulation day. Now, 2 days after is the 19th and the 20th. Now, let's add plus 2. And then 2 days before, which is plus 2. And then 5 days before the 2 days, which is 5 days. This is how to calculate the full fertile window length. But your main fertile window is 2 days before and 2 days after. But your full fertile window length is, let's say, 7 days before and 2 days after. That is how you calculate for your ovulation day. I'm sorry if you are here and I have not calculated your cycle length. I think this should be a walkover for you. Just have a calendar, draft out your cycle day, the day your menstruation starts, and then calculate your cycle length, and then start, minus 14 from whatever cycle length you have, and then just know the particular day, whatever answer you have, just know that it is that day that is predicted to be your ovulation day. I hope you understand this explanation. Thank you very much for watching to the end. See you in my next video. If you are here and you have not subscribed, please, please, please do well to click on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out when I post videos. And to my returning subscribers, this is not Cynthia saying thank you very much for sticking to my channel. If you have watched this video and you enjoyed it, please click on like, share, and also comment. Tell me how you feel about this video. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for sticking to the end of this video. So much appreciate. See you all in my next video. Until then, bye.